Let's see if we get some better luck with this farming for bee shield than what we got with the Sandhawk and the Pimpernel. Both turned out to be slag variants. Let's go ahead and switch up things a little bit here. Let's throw on, well, we got this electric chair, level 76. Zero fuse time. Might be useful. Try that one. See if this electric chair can get rid of those shock orbs that the treants shoot out at you when they die.
Please stop. Enough.
Pixie's hostile. Dropped an aggression relic.
Stay put. You won't enjoy this.
Oh, the spiders aggroed on me. Why do I have this SMG here? What is that doing there? Let's put the grog nozzle back on. Wait a second. This is all messed up here. Now let's put our launcher back on.
To each.
That looks a bit better.
Please stop. Bye now.
Let's try the pitchfork. Aggroed a bunch of these spiders. Generally I don't aggro the spiders,
And stay down.
but I guess maybe the phase lock might have aggroed those. When the treants crouch down like that, they're usually creating those
Calm down.
bombs, those mines that grow up next to you.
Free.
So you got to keep moving. See if this Treant dropped anything. Got 5 iridium. Blue TDR pistol, 6 iridium.
Wow.
Dahl. Blue SMG. There's probably at least one more Treant down here. There's the Pixie.
Come and get me.
Trying to get this pixie hostile, but I guess it takes a few more shots.
This will work.
Another spider. Keep aggroing these spiders.
Farewell.
Another one.
You won't enjoy this. Hold it right there. Pretty cool.
Toothpick's certainly a nice weapon for this area with all of these fleshy enemies though. Like the tree ants and things. We can potentially get a class mod upgrade here as well, or relic upgrade. Oh no, class mod. It is class mod upgrade. So a bunch of white stuff there. We'll keep going, try these other tree ants over here. We can check these chests as well on the way. Let's try the pitchfork. Okay, so it just goes to show how quickly the pitchfork runs out of ammo. So there's our sandhawk here, slag sandhawk. Now we have this bandit shock SMG along with a Maliwan one. Both OP2. Bandit one's doing more base damage. Slightly less accurate, fire rate's a bit less. Reload speed less, but magazine size is much more. And strangely enough, the electrocute chance is a little bit better with the banded one. The banded one just seems to be better overall. Let's see what the sights look like in the banded one. Oh, that's okay. So I think I might just keep this banded one. What's the fire rate on the Maliwan? Roughly the same. We also have the level 78 Nirvana as well. We'll keep the toothpick and we'll try another weapon. Hello Squiggy, how are you? Snipers we've used. Let's go for an SMG then. 141,000 for the Nirvana. 206 for this bandit SMG. Let's just try this one out along with the toothpick. dead as always around this time. You? Yes, I'm doing well, thank you. I just got the Sandhawk and the Pimpernel. Both of them turned out to be slag ones. So I've got a slag Sandhawk here and a slag Pimpernel as well. So not ideal there. Got the ultimate Vault Hunter mode ones. Both turned out to be slag.
You won't enjoy this.
Yeah, it was worth trying. Worth trying to get a better one.
Another one down.
I got the slag Pimpernel first and I thought, oh well, I got the slag Pimpernel, but at least I have the Sandhawk left, but I ended up getting another slag one with the Sandhawk. But I think I've got one Pimpernel that's a flame one, flame elemental type. And I think I also have one of the Sandhawks that's a flame one as well. Can't remember what the other one is. Worst case, just take zeros. Yeah, okay, just take zeros. Jacob's Bushwhack.
That is lovely.
Ladov Slag Brachny. It might be worth picking up. Let's drop some of these earlier ones.
Nice.
I don't think my zero ended up getting any slag ones. So I think he got non-elemental ones and flame ones. So if I want a non-slag one, he's got all of his are not slag, either non-elemental or fire. That's a mimic. So we'll pick up a bee shield here. Then we can grab a herald as well. Oh yeah, this first one doesn't actually drop anything. This first Treant.
You won't enjoy this.
Oh, where's the pixie? Over here.
Now you die.
That's something else we can do. We can spend our iridium. We got over 100 now, so we can get an upgrade with our iridium. So we are routinely aggroing the spiders nearby. Not very strong though, at least the spiders. You can take them down quickly. Another treant here. See if these treants had anything interesting. Something purple here. More iridium. Here we go. 1 bee shield there. Inventory's full.
Hold it right there. Gotcha. That shut him up.
So we've got 1 here. Let's drop some items. We don't need this extra toothpick. Get rid of that. This Thunderbolt Fist, we can get rid of that too. I'll keep this Logan's gun for the time being. Hector's Paradise, we don't really need that one either.
Nice.
Let's have a look at this bee shield. See what we got. So recharge delay, 6.5 seconds. Well, at least it's better than the other one we had, 7.5. I think that's about average, 6.5 seconds recharge delay. We still have some more stumpies around. 6.5 is a good middle. Oh, that's good. So that's okay to keep. So that'll do then. I can just keep that one. What is this here? Class mod I can't use. That's all the junk I just dropped. Okay amp damage, okay recharge. Okay, so amp damage is okay. Recharge rate. That's good. I usually, when I'm looking at the bee shields, I'm usually just looking at the recharge delay and just hoping everything else is okay. So 6.5 is about average, in the middle. So that'll be good enough for me. I've got a ton of iridium out of that mimic. Okay, well that'll do then. That bee shield will do for now. We can move on, get a Herald and a fastball. So that didn't take too long actually, two tries. That was our second try and we got an OK bee shield.
Have fun storming the tower. Bullets. Bullets for coins.
So let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. Let's just turn on the settings to boot him. I should have mod icons on. Oh, here it is. There we go. So now we can head over to Three Horns Divide. Check the shops. Green adaptive shield. Corrosive grenade, green. Jacob sniper. Oh, well, it looks like we got the double E here. Let's just have a look at our stuff. We can put our new bee shield on. We've got the toothpick. And what else? I guess we have a sandhawk here. I've got the slag sandhawk. Yeah, farming time. I'll get up. Okay, so we've got a non-elemental one. That's probably the one to go for there. Oh, actually, that was not my... Oh, it is my sandhawk. I forgot what the sandhawks sound like. Let's switch out this grenade.
One less battle. Quiet.
Come on, Matt.
Enough. Quiet. Stop.
So nothing from Lee there. So we got the second Lee right off the bat there.
Hi, this here's Scooter. I can get you where you need to go.
Nothing there. We found the sparkly bandit technical skin recently, so that's been good. I've had the effervescent runner skin, but not the bandit technical one. So it's nice I've got the matching pair now.
Stop struggling.
I guess the sandhawk will be better from here anyway.
Throwing grenade.
I don't think there's anything there.
Another one down. You stop.
I'll just double check that there's nothing there. Oh, there's Lee there. I thought I just killed him. Thought I already killed him.
Hold it.
I was looking over those items on the ground there, thinking that's where Lee died, but he was still alive.
I'm legally obligated to tell you.
Explosive spike shield in the med shop.
2 words.
Longbow singularity 1.7, second fuse. Maliwan slag, sniper. So I don't actually mind having a slag sniper. Sort by type. Just having a look at my... I have the Pimpernel here. Slag chance 64, which is probably the best option anyway. If I really want a slag sniper, just use that. That's the best one.
Check back later to see my new weapon of the
And we got the
day.
double Lee again. Double Lee 2 times in a row. Maybe that'll be a good omen for a Herald.
Hold it. Ah! Enough.
See if Lee dropped anything over here. There we go. Stiff Unkept Herald, level 80. So increased weapon stability. So OP2 would be better. Would be better than level 80, but that's better than nothing. Melee grip. So not a good one. It's only level 80 anyway, I suppose, so we can keep looking. Might as well throw that one on instead of the toothpick.
There's pros and cons to each.
So maybe not a good herald. We can do better. Try to get a level, an OP2 one if we can. We'll try it out just for fun. Nothing there. Lost track of the car for a second there. Can't say I've used heralds at all this run. So this is the first one I've actually used.
Silence! You stop!
Oh, we did lead. So they will lead you by the look of it.
Hello!
If you strafe to the side, they looks like they will actually lead with the projectiles they throw. I don't think Lee dropped anything this time.
Welcome to Dr. Zed's portable clinic. What can I get for you?
Logged corrosive cloud, 3-second fuse time there.
I'm always happy to take
I guess if my bee shield does get depleted, I can use the herald that I have. The one that I just got. I mean, for OP2 to 4 it'll do. Yeah, I guess I could just keep it. I guess I can just keep it.
Stay put!
So maybe I'll just finish off this run and I'll just keep whatever I get. Certainly this bandit technical skin is easy to tell it apart from the other one. Between car 1 and 2. Makes a big difference in that regard. Some of the skins look fairly similar, but you can't mistake this the sparkly effervescent one. Still alive there. So Lee is still fighting these guys.
Enough.
Yeah, so we'll keep that level 81. We'll just run with that one. That'll do. So while we're farming for stuff, we can pick up a Lyuda as well. Why not? We've got a Herald, we've got a Bee Shield. Yeah, let's pick one up while we're here. Oh, yeah. Okay, fantastic. Want to make a detour? Sure, let's make a detour. Do we need a car for this detour? Oh, the Rough Rider. So that's is that the Hammerlock DLC for the Rough Rider? Oh yeah, Hammerlock. Go to. All right, so right, so go to normal mode and do Hammerlock DLC until Claptrap is saved. Right. So select normal mode. Hammerlock. And pick up the Rough Rider. Right. Okay, so just do the story mission until Claptrap's saved.
It's time for another episode of Vault Hunter Adventures.
Shouldn't take more than
featuring
20
Sir
minutes.
Hammerlock. In this week's tale, our hard-boiled heroes travel to the savage continent of Agris. Their goal? To uncover the most exotic creatures Pandora has to offer and give them the old 1-2.
Maybe 30. There's a bunch of standing around and walking, yeah. A lot of walking, yeah, in this DLC. A lot of travelling back and forth across the map.
Legacy lives on.
Aha! You've made it, old chum. I've set up a base camp of sorts near your location. Come find me, would you?
We don't really need the Bee Shield here. Find and talk to Hammerlock. So can your face look a drifter?
That must have hurt.
Oh no. I guess they just die at this level when you phase lock them. Assume you're a god in this playthrough. Yeah, that's right. At this level, OP2 fighting normal mode enemies. It'll be nice dealing with the witch doctor savages. Just be able to walk through the witch doctor savages. I think you do have to walk around this way to get up. Oh, we don't have to go this way. Oh, that's right. Hammerlock's not in the lodge to begin with.
I'm nearby. Come find me and we'll fight our way to the lodge together. Then it'll be nothing but a carefree weekend of hunting, companionship, and bawdy jokes about social taboos.
And the long running commences.
What ho, Bolt Hunter! Welcome to Agris. The lodge is just up the path here. Stick close and we should arrive at the hotel.
Travel to the lodge. Okay, so you've got two entrances to this little cave. So I guess we have to clear out these enemies. Oh, there they are. Out here, there's one.
I see you in my swamp, little moths. I know why you're here.
And one left, probably underneath.
You want my power.
But it looks like I don't have to kill that one.
Afraid we've never heard of you before. What? Really? Professor Nakayama? Hyperion Scourge? I poisoned Atlas's CDO.
Oh, that's nice. Good for you.
People are terrified of me. How do you not know? Those are assholes.
We can use this lodge as a base of operations for our hunting expeditions. I'll let you do the honors. You press that switch and let there be light. In the bowels of this continent lie dozens of creatures from tracked out. I can prepare that catchment. And we should sail in the heart of relative distance and begin our hunt. Tally ho!
Follow Hammerlock. It's not worth checking the shops for anything at this point. Other than ammo if I need it, but shouldn't do.
One can get rather lonely in such a decent. My right hand being made for that. I'm capable of producing myself in the way most human beings.
Akiyama's a funny villain.
There's the catcher boat station. Summon a dinghy. I shall have to repair it after I take a moment to laugh heartily at the amusing dinghy. Now that that's over with, please watch my next. Once I've repaired the station, you can summon a dinghy, travel deeper into the swamp, and start hunting some real game.
Wait for repairs.
Bolt Hunter, I fear things are about to get hairy. They've got boats. Where in damnation?
Protect Sir Hammerlock.
Free. Pretty cool. Hold it.
So this phase lock ball is just going to basically one-shot all the enemies at this level. Just wander over here and we can kill all these guys. Slag Witch Doctor. So it looks like they probably spawned from up above there, most of them. Still one up there. Where is he? Is he stuck up there? Yep, Topnia helps speeding it up a bit. Right. I think one of these guys is stuck. Maybe I can kill him with this magic missile. There we go.
Something's wrong here, Bolt Hunter. Who is that horribly
Overdramatic so-and-so who sick those savages on us. I finished repairing the catcher boat. Grab a dinghy and get going. Now, let's go hunting. I've heard tell of an unusual creature out in Silas Grove. Head out there, find it, and do what you do best. By which I mean blast it with tiny bits, of course.
The Nakayama stories are my favourite story in the Borderlands 2. It's the funniest one. Oh. Find a giant scaline. There's a nice little side quest line in the pre-sequel as well about him. Oh, okay. Is he pathetic in the pre-sequel as well? Is he that? Dude, he is so Nakayama. Okay, so it's the same sort of a pathetic wannabe villain. Same as in this one. So I'll look out for that side quest. He's a funny character. Find a giant scaline. Do you remember the nade jump to get to Thermitage quicker once we're inside the cave? I don't think I do. No, I don't think I remember that one. I think we have to run through. Might come back to me once we get to the area. So run through here. And over here. Let's check the map here. Okay, so we have to go to the other section of the map. I think it's on the other side, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably have to go on that ridge. Cool, cool. As you enter it, there's a small path to the left with a waterfall. You can nade jump up to basically just get to the designated area, right? So a small path to the left with a waterfall as you enter. So I'll see if I can do it. So it's very nice to know all these shortcuts once you're just trying to get the missions done quickly. Once you've experienced the content and you're just trying to move forward in the game. There's a small path through. Oh, next time we'll skip half of Sawtooth. Oh, but yeah, it would be interesting to learn these skips. Certainly nice to have the option to skip parts, because I have experienced all the content apart from the raid bosses, but everything else I've experienced. So I don't really need to go through it all every time. Race through these savages. Okay, so we don't even... Oh, we probably need a vehicle actually. Should go back to the vehicle. Grab a vehicle and then head off. Corrosive. I guess corrosive. Let's have a look at the map. Oh, we have to head north. Might have to go around. Not that way. Oh, it's down here. That's where it is. Down this way.
A scallion. Well armored and incredibly deadly. Watch its
There's
tail.
so many little skips, even one at the beginning where you go up Flint's ship. Oh yeah, that's quite early on, isn't it, when you're fighting Flint? Oh, this one. You know, you jump here. Oh, I think I remember this one. Is this the bit? Yeah. I wouldn't have remembered if you didn't remind me about it though. Thank you for reminding me, because I would not have remembered that. I don't really need a grenade anyway. Kill Thermitage.
This is the power of a siren.
So maybe I have to go a little bit further. Probably just have to clear out this section. There he is.
Jolly good show. Wait, you guys are just gonna do your hunting thing? Aren't you even curious as to why I can order these savages around? We shall deal with you in good time, sir. I promised my companion a pleasurable weekend of hunting, and a gentleman always keeps his word. What? Come on. You guys fight me already? Please. Vault Hunter, it appears we shan't get a moment's peace as long as this Nakayama fellow keeps hassling us to go fight him. I've heard some bizarre radio chatter coming from the other side of Silly's Grove. I'm afraid you'll have to head there, stop whatever horrible
And we can
plans
save
Nakayama
quick
has
to get
conceived,
closer
and say
to the
hello.
village thing.
Again.
Save, quit. Right.
Picking up radio chatter. It sounds like Nakayama's
Oh, I see.
savages are
Savage
engaged in
village. Right.
something. Worship, lots of chanting and
So I think this bit is on foot.
Can I just say, super pumped we're arch enemies now. You and Jack were nemesis, and now that we're fighting, it's like I'm as cool as Handsome Jack. Oh, it's like a dream. After you killed Jack, I filled my ship, the HSS Terminus, with iridium and research equipment, determined to carry on this war until I crashed here, anyway, and got myself having a jet. I will prevail. I will clone Handsome Jack, and he will crush the life of you. What in the devil is that chanting all about? Steady on, Vault Hunter. These savages are worshipping something that means two things. It'll be Hyperion, and it'll be deadly. You've made it. What the devil are they worshipping? A deadly creature? Some Hyperion murder bot?
Definitely get Venture Brothers vibes from Nakayama. Seems very similar to a Venture Brothers character.
Oh, bloody hell.
Who told you I was vacationing out here? I stowed myself at an HSS Terminus to get away from danger. Look, I know I'm your best friend, but sometimes I just need to sit back, relax, and get worshipped by a bunch of dudes who look kind of like that douchebag you killed. Let me know when you're done with that job.
Claptrap, what are you doing? Shut up!
What? I'm just saying that if you could measure a human being in douchelosities, Handsome Jack would be off the scale.
Oh yeah, cool trivia. Since you have the kinetic reflection spec, enemies that shoot you will have some of their bullets reflected, but it also procs cloud kill on them Because it's a new pellet, right. Enemies die by shooting, right, I see. So all the reflected ones get their cloud kill. Oh, that's useful. I thought I saw something like that happening when I was running along. That the bullets were getting reflected and they're dying with the cloud kill. That's a nice bonus feature of the cloud kill.
Oh, clearly you did hear that. Whoops.
So what level do I have my kinetic reflection at? Oh, I have it at 5. I wasn't sure whether I had maxed it out or not. So I guess we clear out these savages here. One shot all these guys.
Hold it! Ouch!
Might as well get the phase lock to clean up these enemies a little bit as well.
Thanks for killing those dudes who were worshiping me. I was so tired of their endless affection and respect. So, those savages briefly distracted me before you ganked them. The savages let me in on the professor's plan. He's got a temporary lab set up at Arterton Station that he's using to create iridium-engineered Jack clones. You gotta destroy samples of Jack's DNA and shut down that lab.
Right, now we use the newly accessible fast travel to get to the lodge and pick up the Big Feet mission from Hammy. Okay, newly accessible fast travel to get back to the lodge, pick up the Big Feet mission. Okay, now it's operational. So back to the lodge. And pick up the Big Feet mission, right.
Hello, mercenary person. I have money and a problem.
Oh, the first one?
Hello.
This one, paling around?
Shot, and by Jove, you're the one to shoot them.
Oh, I see, yep. Okay, paling around.
What ho! I hear rumors of a bulletproof bullymong hiding in Hunter's Grotto. Why not go out and kill it, chum? Is it all right if I call you that? I'm trying out various terms of endearment, seeing what works and what doesn't.
Okay, find the bullymong lair. Okay, so I need a vehicle for this. Now the drop is a 1 in 3, so it shouldn't take long. Use a nearby fan boat. Right. Let's get the fan boat. Hang on. So is a catcher right here? Not that way. What's here? What is this one? Not there. So maybe this is the closest one. Oh, that one's probably the closest one down there. Oh, the one where Hammerlock did the repairs. Oh, okay.
Any broken bones?
Other way. Yeah, you got to go like around. Oh, I remember. Yeah, you got to go around and then in this bit. I remember this bit. And then on foot up this way. So that's pretty good if it's a 1 in 3 drop rate. Shouldn't be too bad to farm one.
Lair, comrade. Keep it up. The bullymong seems to turtle up when you're near it, my cohort. Maybe you should get some distance before engaging it. Ah, nicely obliterated, pal. No, that's rubbish. It's esteemed colleague. Friend? Oh. Ugh, no idea what I'm saying. Come back whenever you're done.
Okay, so I guess I can save quit back to the lodge. Now we save quit, turn it in, and do it again. Oh, okay, so we keep doing that until we get it. Turn it in.
Patriot? Mate? Good lord, social interaction.
And do it again. Right. So from here, we're going over to there. So, okay, so we want this one. Let's catch a ride. They're kind of similar distances. Probably not that one. Okay, so you can farm this particular bullymong. Is that the guy? No, I think that was just a regular bedrock bullymong there. No bulwark. Oh, sometimes he doesn't spawn. Requires one more side quest. Oh, I see. So one more side quest. So this one, acquired taste. He needs to respawn after the turn in. Right. One of these. Oh, so now he's farmable. Okay, so I just needed to save quit again. So from here, we have to go over to there. Get the fan boat here. Try again. So we can use the boost here on the fan boat as well. So Maya doesn't do an acrobatic exit off of the fan boat. She just kind of just runs off. Doesn't do anything fancy like she does off the bandit technical. Little flip. Flip's so goddamn annoying. Yeah, I guess it's slow to exit.
Seems to turtle up when you're near it, my cohort. Maybe you should get some distance before engaging it.
Nothing that time. So just save, quit, and try again. But yeah, if you land your parking on a non-flat surface, oh, you can skip the animation, right? So you just get that animation if it's like a level surface. Grab the vehicle. Shot by a witch doctor by the look of it. Okay, shock beam. Something with faster bullets might be a little bit more convenient here.
Seems to turtle up when you're near it, my cohort. Maybe you should get some distance before engaging it.
Longbow singularity. So it shouldn't take too long to get it if it's a 1 in 3 chance. Run down here, get the vehicle again. So nice just to run around and not have to worry about the enemies at all.
Sorry about
Just
that.
ignore them all. Just run around one-shotting everything. Even the bosses.
Stop. Enough. Farewell.
Well, he turtles up when you face lock him too. Is he stuck? Oh no, he's moving. I thought he was bugged for a second there. So, not this time. I don't know, I feel the farming aspect is like the third pillar of the game balance. With the other ones being theory crafting and making your build. Third one, mobbing and bossing. So it balances out more evenly. Yes, so it's certainly a main part of the game. So mobbing and bossing strategies. Want a breather? Farm shit. That's true. It's a different sort of a rhythm to the game for sure. And also gives you options as well. If you find a particular section too challenging, you can always farm for better gear. Yeah, like incorporating a headhunter or something. DLC stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, because the headhunters are quite small.
Enough. Wow. You won't enjoy this.
Completely forgot that guy. I was waiting for him to jump out. Wasn't expecting him to just be sitting there.
I like that.
I don't think he dropped at that time. No. Yeah, it is a more relaxing play style, just to farm for stuff. Once you got the farming figured out. So the farming does sort of turn into like a relaxing, meditative little activity if you're just looking for a certain thing. Kind of similar to something like a knitting or something, where you just sort of turn your mind off and just let your fingers do what they need to do. But yeah, it also depends a lot on your play style. Like, you specifically take your time with each part of the map, peek at chests, pick up ammo, compare items, which indices a much more relaxed play style in the first place. Yeah, that's right. You can sort of slow down the tempo, take your time with it. Induces which induces much more relaxed playstyle first. Yeah, because it does slow down. Yeah, induces. Yeah, yeah, because it does slow down the tempo. Slow down the tempo of what you're doing.
Enjoyable.
And then you have these people who go level 1 to 26 in 3 to 4 hours and sweat through the maps, skip as much content as possible just to get through it faster. Yeah, different person, a different taste in the game. Guess a different personality type. So I don't think we've got anything that time. So it just kind of depends on how you approach it, I guess. Yeah, if you're progressing through the game, I'm happy to just take my time with it rather than trying to do everything as fast as possible. But certainly once you've experienced the content, kind of makes sense to maybe skip some of it if you've experienced it before. Hello, Pez. I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you going? Okay, so yeah, so there's the boss right there. Easy to overlook because he just looks like a rock. So maybe I have to get closer for him to hop out. No, now he's woken up.
Bullymong seems to turtle up when you're near it, my cohort. Maybe you should get some distance before engaging it.
So nothing that time.
That was messy.
I'm doing pretty well too. I don't know if you remember me. We were talking a few weeks ago when you were playing Mr. Torg. I'm doing the Mr. Torg DLC. Might have been doing, maybe I was doing one of the bosses. One of the bosses of that DLC. So ready to try again. Probably peat preparation for the crystals. Oh, it could have been, yeah. Because I would have gone through the DLC just to have a look at it. So I probably was farming pyro peat. Yeah, that's true. I was starting the game that day. Now I finished the game. Oh, well done. So what character were you using? First time playthrough, how would you like it? Now playing my favourite DLC, I was using Maya. Yeah, I enjoy Maya. I've been using this Maya character for a while now. Up to level OP2. And I like the villain in this DLC. That's my favourite villain of the Borderlands series is probably this one. It's funny. I certainly do like the story missions for this DLC. It's very funny.
Seems to turtle up when you're near it, my cohort. Maybe you should get some distance before engaging it.
So, nothing this time. Really love this game. I just bought Borderlands 3 yesterday. Hope this is a good game too. It'll be different. Do Hammerlock is still there? I thought I saw a blue dropping in down the floor. Oh, okay, maybe wait a bit longer until he's uncurled. Right. So yeah, maybe some stuff is dropping underneath him. Yeah, we're going for the Rough Rider. Trying to farm the Rough Rider this time. Hopefully we get lucky this time. So we got it after 2 attempts. So that's good, yeah. I farmed for a bee shield today, and I got a decent bee shield on my 2nd attempt. So I got lucky with the bee shield. How did you get the legendary cat? I was doing a mission where you have to go behind Ellie's garage on the dust, and you get spider ants that are tubby quite a bit behind Ellie's garage there. So I was lucky enough to get a chubby spider ant behind there that dropped it. I wasn't even trying to farm for one. I was just doing a mission then where I went behind there, and I was lucky enough to get one along the way. Get this guy to wake up. Here we go. Now let's let him uncurl fully.
Bullymong seems to turtle up when you're near it, my cohort. Maybe you should get some distance before engaging it.
So let's have a closer look here. Oh yeah, that's true. Like before, I wasn't able to walk right through him. So maybe that's because he wasn't uncurled all the way. So it looks like it's just that sniper underneath him now. I'll get this iridium though. Silent enemies do weird shit unless you let them do a thing before killing. Like the big crystalisk in the caverns, Blue. You have to let him finish the forward slide, otherwise he won't drop loot. Ah. Oh, the Pyro boss, yeah. Yeah, there is that cheese technique for the Pyro boss. Level 50 trying to kill him in normal mode, but always die. Well, first off, don't bother with normal mode. Okay, this time I'll let the boss here unfurl fully before I kill him. Just so I don't miss something underneath.
Seems to turtle up when you're near it, my cohort.
So we've got a white launcher there. Don't see anything else. Get to level 80 first, then grab a shock weapon like Pimpernel, Lyuda Sandhawk, whatever works and has unlisted pellets, then grab a bee. Level 80, isn't the max 72? I think it's level 80 now. Maybe, I think it used to be 72. And then you can do this. Get him stuck on the walkway. Used to be 72 until 2019 when they released the last DLC. Sanctuary, yeah. Adds 8 levels and 2 more OP levels. Okay, before the next run, I'll take a quick break and I'll be right back.